In Money Watch, Americans are spending more than expected at the start of the new year.
The Commerce Department reports retail sales jumped 3.8% in January. That's up 13% from the same time last year. It marks the strongest monthly gain since last March, when pandemic-related stimulus checks were being distributed to American households. The newest numbers come as U.S. inflation surged to its highest levels in 40 years. That, coupled with the drop in Omicron cases across the country, was expected to hamper retail sales nationwide, but it didn't.
Ted Rossman is a senior industry analyst at Bankrate.com, and he joins us now for more on today's retail sales numbers. Ted, thanks for joining us. Every time I hear that Americans are spending more, I feel guilty because I feel like I'm contributing to that.
Same.
So tell us about this, surprising jump that retail sales got in January. What is driving this surge in consumer spending?
Yeah, it was a little surprising on the face of it. I think a few things are going on. One is that seasonal patterns in this report actually do favor January a little bit. There are some seasonal adjustments kind of behind the scenes that help. We also know that holiday shopping was different this year. A lot of people started early, so December looked weaker, and then that was an easier base to build off of. I think some people treated themselves in January. We saw e-commerce sales leading the way. Maybe if you didn't get something that you wanted for Christmas, you bought it for yourself. And then there's the big elephant in the room, which is inflation. And I think that's a key part of this too. The data is not inflation adjusted. So some of the increases are just because things cost more.
Ted, we all keep hearing, of course, inflation is at its highest level in 4 decades. How does this factor into last month's retail sales numbers?
We have to read between the lines a little bit. One example would be that gas sales were up 33% year over year, which sounds like a lot, but gas prices are up 40% year over year. So that actually suggests that people bought a little bit less gas. They were just paying a lot more per gallon. That has ripple effects. So when people are paying more for gas and they're paying more for groceries and they're paying more for housing, there's less left over for other things. Or they have to go into debt. And that's something that I'm worried about. According to the New York Fed, credit card balances rose more in the fourth quarter than any other quarter on record in this 22-year data set. So we saw a lot of progress during the first part of the pandemic. I think now we're starting to see pent-up demand plus inflation leading to more debt. And I think by mid-year, we could be setting new records there.
So, Ted, help us square this away, though. What does the rising cost of inflation, coupled with increased consumer spending, mean for Main Street America? Because usually when prices go up, people don't spend as much, right?
A lot of the help has been shut off. And I think that's important here, too. We're talking about this year-over-year comparison to last January. Well, last January, people got those $600 stimulus checks. The second half of the year, parents got those expanded child tax credit payments in installments. We saw expanded unemployment benefits for much of the year. Now we're trying to stand on our own 2 feet, and we're facing higher inflation. We're likely facing higher interest rates. I think some of these gains were artificial. At one point last year, credit card debt was down 17% from its pre-pandemic peak. We'll probably give up all of those gains by mid-year. So that's where I think, yes, the economy is progressing, but we're not getting as much help. And I think consumers are going to be spending down those excess savings pretty rapidly here.
Sounds like it if they're pumping up their credit card debt, right?
Yeah, people are getting eager. Ted Rossman, thank you.
Thanks for having me.